Ooh, look at that. My goodness, wow. Sharp teeth there. Yes, this is going to be an absolutely fantastic night with maybe the new mainstay edition, at least for myself. The Belligerent Yearling here has some stunning potential, some of the best potential probably for a dinosaur deck, but we'll get right into exactly what you could expect. I would imagine it goes off at least once tonight. Hopefully. There's 4 copies of this lovely Belligerent Yearling, but I shrink myself a little bit better. I'm on the opposite side. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Right below the power and toughness of Huntmaster there. Good to go. And speaking of Otepec Huntmaster, Belligerent Yearling here has replaced it. Belligerent Yearling and Otepec Huntmaster both cost the same. They both have 2 toughness, so they both die just as easily as Marauding Raptor does to Huntmaster, taking it out with that 2 damage. I'd play Belligerent Yearling in the same spots, in the same places. However, worst case scenario, absolutely worst case, we play Marauding on turn 2, we draw Belligerent Yearling, and then, well, it's a dead card, but not quite. Otepec Huntmaster, the odd time, sits in our hand for a single red. It's pretty painful. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't really often happen. The opponent's chances are kills Marauding Raptor our turn to play. Usually they have at least 1 piece of removal. Sometimes they have 2, but let's pretend Marauding often gets killed. Let's say it does. We can easily get Belligerent Yearling down on turn 3, but if it sticks around, if Marauding sticks around, playing Belligerent Yearling for a single red with the cost reduction, we do get to power up Marauding Raptor at least 2, make it temporarily 4 power for that turn. So that right there is just strictly better than Huntmaster. Although Huntmaster does have cost reduction for all dinosaurs you play. But I think often enough I'm not playing multiple dinosaurs in a turn. Certainly I can, certainly I have popped off. That is definitely the case with the Great Henge. Play a dinosaur, any creature, boom, draw a card, put a counter on it. We'll still get there. We'll still pop off because we have so much potential mana. My goodness, this is going to be lovely tonight. Whew. We'll see how painful it is. Belligerent Yearling, though, it's going to be a little bit rough. It would be nice seeing this if it was Huntmaster getting Hulking Raptor down on turn 3, being reduced by 1 from Huntmaster. So if we get Yearling and it sticks around, well, we might be held off from hulking. But that's why I have Topiary Stomper there. Just to maybe potentially have a turn 3 play if we've played Yearling and we can't play hulking, and just to ramp a little bit more, which is lovely. A stable ramp, grabbing a basic land. Love it. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the same tonight. Coglin Yadaru, I did switch that out for the 3 Dranith Ruins, paying 2, tapping it to put 2 1/1 counters on a non-human creature, which is nice with Sunken Citadel. Tapping for 2 mana, we can use just this, and then Dranith Ruins to put 2 counters on a dinosaur that has entered. But I wanted to move away from that. I wanted to put some big dinosaur in the sideboard that did a thing. Coglin Yadaru certainly is quite big. Could fight something, trample and haste if that makes sense to do so. JDX, how is it going? Hopefully all is well. Whew. Yeah, tonight is going to be lovely stuff. The Belligerent Yearling, actually, it's fitting, I guess. My son, his birthday is tomorrow. He turns 1 year, so most of you are probably asleep, but if you're watching this tomorrow, you're watching the first showing of Belligerent Yearling on my son's first birthdays. I didn't even plan that, but hey, we'll call it that. good news first. Oh, okay. The hook is done. Fantastic. Okay, hey. As long as you're mixing and having a good time with that, happy to hear. Happy to hear. Hey, it's all good news. We're having a good time. Yeah, I'm just happy to have you watching right now, later on, whenever it is, listening to it in your car, or whenever. But yes, big dinosaurs, that's the thing. So not a land, a thing that can do different things, discarding Kogla and Yadaro to take out an artifact or enchantment. A little bit more interaction. Tyrranax Rex, as always, is big. Lots of big things to make this big. However, there is one big dinosaur. Bear with me. Ancient Imperiosaur. Many of you have seen me use it before, but if you haven't, you can convoke creatures to help pay for 1 or 1 mana of that creature's color to play this. That's what we're getting into. Let's say we tap 6 creatures. This enters as a 12/12. And what cares about power of a dinosaur that enters? Belligerent Yearling. Whenever another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Belligerent Yearling's base power become equal to that creature's power until end of turn. So, Ancient Imperiosaur enters as a 12/12 with the counters. Belligerent Yearling now becomes a 12/12. Otepec Huntmaster would not be a 12 power trampling creature. So that right there already is absolutely lovely stuff. Nathaniel, how is it going? How is it going? I bet. If I dip my toe into it, I imagine I would be refining things quite a bit. JDX makes music for anybody that didn't know, but yeah, it is nice. And sometimes I do record a little bit for JDX there, little intros. I love it, but yeah, fine-tuning with anything, any sort of art, woodworking, painting, making music, just to get it right. You could probably tweak it forever and ever and ever. You would find things that you want to change a little bit here and there. Maybe at one point you just have to call it done, but it's nice to just improve a little bit. Nerdcore specifically, yes. Hey, I try my best, happy to help, happy to entertain you guys, have a good time tonight, but let's keep it simple. Belligerent Yearling, I play big dinosaurs. This thing makes it like I have 2 of any particular dinosaur I play. Xenagos doubles a big dinosaur, which is nice, and now Belligerent Yearling is another copy technically. I play Galta, 12 power, boom. It's like I have 2 Galtas in a sense, which is absolutely stunning right there. Okay, good. Violins, trumpets, and a synth piano. That sounds really interesting. Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll get right into the matches tonight. Nothing too fancy. And 6 concurrent viewers. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe tonight I'm going to break the all-time record with this painful, devastating little Belligerent Yearling. Watch it be a 16 power, and then Xenagos doubles Belligerent Yearling, making it 32. It's going to surprise a lot of people, I would imagine. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully. Nope, that's not a keeper. Well, I don't need to explain too much, but I will. No turn 2 play, nothing for 3, lots of costly things, but yeah, no, we don't need to talk much about that. If I was on the draw, I might keep this. I have 1 extra chance. 3 chances to see the 3rd land by turn 3 for Topiary Stomper. But I still have 2 chances to see the 3rd land. And I do have 23 in total. Maybe. No, we're not going to do it. I'd break the record with Liliana Dinos. So I could see that happening. Yeah. Belligerent Yearling, good stuff. I kind of want to keep the Great Henge, But I also like Vivian. If bad things have happened, and I don't have too many creatures down, reducing the Great Henge, if I don't have a big thing down, that's going to be pretty costly. It's going to be more than 5. Vivian Monster's Advocate is always at least 5, so I think we could potentially get there. And we have to keep it at some point. Yeah. I think I could. For anybody that's wondering, I have played Liliana of the Vale, Dinosaurs, Jund's Dinos, Red, Black, and Green in the past a couple times. It's been pretty good. Yeah. A turn 1, turn 2 play makes it work. However, what do we got going on here? Interesting. It's going to be rough either way. Watch it be Topiary Stomper next turn, which I'm not able to play, unfortunately. Belligerent Yearling, if it was Huntmaster, reduces Topiary Stomper to 2 green. I could make 2 green. Oh, this opponent likes to kill Belligerent Yearling with Fatal Push or something. Golgari mid-range, it seems, or Golgari elves. Oh, fight rigging. Okay, that's also good. Nuts. Speaking of nuts, hopefully I'm going to make it happen, JDX, but it certainly does not seem to be the case. Stumbling a little bit. Sometimes it takes little dinosaurs, little kids, yearlings, takes them a bit to get going. Winding Constrictor, I never would have guessed. Oh, well, at least I got Marauding Raptor. That is, well, that's not nothing. But Winding Constrictor, this looks like to be a Hardened Scales deck. So whenever counters or whatchamacallit are put on players or permanents, that player or permanent gets one more counter of that type, which is lovely stuff. Of course, we're not going to be busting through this. They got the Great Henge, which is pretty great. This tends to do the trick. We're not winning that one. Not at all. Not even close. Oh, it does look fun, Nathaniel. Absolutely. It's pretty hard to do that. Even if we were on point, getting all the lands we needed, it would have been rough stuff. Llanowar Elves, Winding Constrictor, Fight Rigging, all the counters, all the powerful things. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's not something I would, normally expect to see. But they got us. They got us good. However, I'm going to be trimming a few things here. That's for sure. Carnage Taunt, they might not have a whole lot of removal. They could. But mostly it's the creatures that are big that beat us up. So Coglin Yadaro has the ability to destroy an artifact or enchantment. The Great Henge, Fight Rigging, yes. Tranquil Frillback, destroy an artifact or enchantment. That's what we want. The Great Henge or Fight Rigging. I do have to cut 2 things though. Two Regisaur Alphas. Got Ancient Imperiosaur. And again, I do like Palani's Hatcher. This is 3 creatures in 1, which does elevate the potential of Ancient Imperiosaur to enter that much bigger. Tap in the 2 eggs and Palani's Hatcher. Massive. This is Explorer, Nathaniel. Yes. Reggie, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. The dinos certainly are finally here. Yeah, usually, Nathaniel, it is, for the most part, Explorer. Unlocking the full potential of dinosaurs with access to all of them. Standard, of course, can do lovely stuff, but this is definitely where it's at. And certainly this hand is where it's at, I would think. 4 lands, lovely. Yeah, we'll send Regisaur to the bottom. I like that. Sunken Citadel to start. I don't have a turn 1 play. That always enters tap, so that's what we're doing. Yes, I'd love Explorer too. Absolutely. Haven't caught me live in a long time, Reggie. Well, happy to have you. even if you can't catch me live, again, I do assume that most people are sleeping. Some of you around the world, it might be perfect time, but you never know. Fight ringing again, perhaps. Rotting Regisaur. Well, we're not dead yet, but it certainly is going a wee bit downhill. Ouch. I'm going to have to check out that sample flip. I must have... Maybe I didn't see it. Perhaps I didn't see it, JDX. Yeah. Barry G, how's it going? Oh, absolutely. There's lovely stuff with Jund, Rotting Regisaur, Pugnacious, Hammerskull. I don't think you need Rotting Regisaur anymore. Just because we have Pugnacious. Rotting already starts at 7 power, but if you have Fight Rigging, that's going to put the counter on Pugnacious, getting it to 7 power. It starts at 6, so I think that's fine by me. A little bit painful they got the Great Henge there. Hopefully they don't do too much, but okay. Okay, drawing a counter, or drawing a card, what am I saying? You should be sleeping. Hey, well, I appreciate you watching, and well, I don't, of course, appreciate the painful damage that is being dealt, but that's okay. Oh, send it to in Discord. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I check out a lot of stuff, so I lose track of it. I'll look it up after this, JDX. Okay, okay. Yeah. That tends to do it. Quite a bit. Vivian Arcbow Ranger putting trample on everything. Ouch. Yeah, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I know that one. It was all getting mixed together with the shorts and the memes that you show. Okay, yes. No, that was, yeah, that was good. I always love different spins on stuff. Well, hopefully I get, yeah.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Yeah. Painful, but probably the algorithm, not that I believe in it, but the algorithm is giving me a little bit more pain after the fantastic streak I had last night. That was wacky. Good stuff. We're facing off against Duress. Maybe it's going to be control. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Usually, it's not. I've got Cavern of Souls to protect against counter spells, so I think we're okay. Oh, I've gotten Mythic before, Nathaniel. It's been quite some time, unfortunately. I wish I could grind more than I do. 20 or 30 matches in a day, but sometimes that is not the case. Sometimes I don't get to do too many matches even before I start. Sometimes the first matches of my day are when I'm streaming here, because I do a little bit of preparation, but I spend time with my kids, which is, well, that's what's important. After I'm done work, and well, it's good. But I've gotten there before. I know I could get there again, and I will get there again. I don't know that it's the biggest accomplishment. It's probably more about perseverance, but we will likely be losing this one. This is the Abzan Amalia Benevides Explore combo. So if they drop Wild Growth Walker, we die. They start a infinite chain, exploring, gaining life, putting a counter on Amalia. Eventually she gets to 20 power. Every other creature is destroyed, and then she hits us for 20. I'll maybe play it out. We'll see how it goes, and we might be able to take him out, but it's good to highlight the potential of this lovely deck. I just haven't faced it too much, but I know how to hate against it, and I did bring some hate against this deck specifically in the past. Now, I'm always trying for Mythic. I wish I was there every month, and I certainly could get there. Yeah, I could get there if I did it in other ways, but I want to still stay with dinosaurs. I could perhaps play a different deck off camera that maybe abuses best of one with the hand smoothing algorithm and whatnot. Something perhaps a little bit more, I don't know, degenerate is not quite the right word, but you get the mono red burn. Something like that. In best of one, grind that all the way into Mythic, and then just play dinosaurs in Mythic. But that wouldn't really sit right with me. No, it's not how I want to do it. But if other people want to do it that way, that's certainly fine by me. Scorpion, how is it going? How is it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes. Yes, it is Tarzan. And I knew what was going to happen. They did their thing. Court of Calling, a very, very scary potential. Tapping creatures to help pay for this to search for the other part of the combo. That is rough. Stuck at work. Unfortunately, well, it's rough for me in this matchup, and well, you're stuck at work, so that is also rough. But there's not a whole lot to do. Mostly it's red cap melee. 1 red, we destroy Amalia. Take it out, we stop the combo. Of course, they do have 4 copies of her, but this thing is, it has to be this. Absolutely. Coglane Yadaro, maybe a little bit more interaction. Let's do that. Trim Galta. Trim Carnage turns. Maybe all the Carnage turns. They're light on the interaction. Thoughtseize, maybe a little bit of Fatal Push. But for the most part, they want to really pop off and do the infinite combo, or just the one-hit kill combo that they were about to start. Yeah. Not using the snowmobile yet. If anybody's wondering, I do live in Canada. It is snowing. Well, there is lots of snow. A decent bit right now. Not a, well, maybe enough for a snowmobile. I guess it's enough for a snowmobile. Eventually I will. Probably this year. I'm doing some work in construction, and there is the potential for that, depending what site we're at. That'd be pretty cool. Driving a snowmobile. Whew. But I did get my winter tires, so that's all good. I don't have studs on my tires. That would be extra hardcore. Some people do that. Some places it is banned, the studs on the tires, but it really does increase the grip. I was hoping for that, potentially. Okay, well, it's looking pretty good. We got Ancient Imperiosaur next turn, which is lovely stuff. Hopefully they don't have a Fatal Push ready and waiting. It seems like maybe they don't. Mostly it could just be that Thoughtseize to perhaps interrupt another Explore combo, just in case it is a mirror match or something like that. I'll get winter. Yeah, studs got banned. Huh. Yeah, some counties or municipalities here, if you're farther north, you can have studs, apparently. But, yeah. I shouldn't have talked about Fatal Push. That's, well, it's a fact of life. They don't even have all the parts of their combo, so perhaps we're safe. Of course, the Sweeper would be lovely stuff. Taking out all the little creatures, and as this deck becomes more popular, that's going to have to be on the mind. Definitely. Tearing out, wow. Sometimes our roads are pretty bad. Right back to work, yes. Nobody say anything. Shush, yes. Your secret's safe with me. Kaga and Yadara, we could discard it. And I'm probably going to do that. I'll wait and see if maybe they get the Great Henge, or... No, that was the previous opponent. I have the Great Henge. But yeah, we'll wait and see. At the very least, I could take out a food. It's not nothing, but... yeah. And we discard it. We draw a card, but Coglin gets put back into our deck, which is lovely right there. Usually, you discard a thing, you pay some mana to do something, but that thing doesn't go back into your library. Very, very nice potential. Maybe I could only have 2 copies because it goes back in, so I still have the chance to see it. The same amount of chances to see it again. I didn't completely remove one or of the copies, however many I have, but I still like 3 because maybe I discard one and then I see another copy a little bit sooner. Boom. Slap this guy down. Trample. Big. Lovely. Hey, at the very least, I get to draw a card. I get to take out a food. Chances are, well, the Gilded Gooses, they're not doing too much. Now, they have to pay 2. Well, I force them to use up the food, at the very least. That's fine by me. Alright. Planie's Hatcher. I say we go with Planie's Hatcher, and then we're going to make an absolutely massive Ancient Imperiosaur next turn. That's what I want to be doing. Possibly the Great Henge. After we make Ancient Imperiosaur very big, we might have enough mana left over to play the Great Henge for 2, maybe follow it up with some other creature. Or they could just get the combo here. Okay, just the Wild Growth Walker. That's fine by me. Phew. Oh, I was getting a little bit scared. Oh. Folks, watch how big Ancient Imperiosaur is about to get. Certainly, Stomping Ground has to enter untapped. Let me think. Regisaur Alpha. Everybody taps for Ancient Imperiosaur. Well, that's good. Really, I should have tapped Castle Garenbrig for a bit of green using extra red. And I was 1 off. Should have done that a little bit differently. But we still might be able to get them. A couple of their creatures will block. Dinos have a hard time counting, but yeah, I tapped 5 lands. I could have done Castle Garenbrig. Sunken Citadel, 2 mana for its ability, plus the 2 Stomping Grounds. Boom. Castle Garenbrig making 6 green. I still have 1 castle left, which is 7 mana. Cavern of Souls is 8. I definitely would have had enough to also play Ancient Imperiosaur there, but hey, I attacked with a bunch of creatures. They're not going to be surviving this. Not at all. We got him. Phew. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Gotcha. Alrighty. Just Ancient Imperiosaur it is. Actually, you know what? I want to tap the 2 dinosaurs that don't have trample. It makes sense because they would easily just be chump blocked. I use Sunken Citadel to do Castle Garenbrig's ability here. And then we'll play it. Make it big. 10-10, that's pretty good, I must admit. Probably could have also done Regisaur Alpha just because it doesn't have trample. Easy chump block, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. That should do the trick, I would bet. I don't think they're surviving that. Victor, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you, continues to be well. All is not so well with the opponents, that is for sure. Ugh. Get him. Hey, at least the Wild Growth Walker is going down. They're not going to be doing too much next turn. They have a pretty tough time saving themselves, but as you can see there, we can take a look. Palani's Hatcher easily blocked by a 1-1. Anything that doesn't have trample could be a very good thing to convoke to help pay for Ancient Imperiosaur. You lose a creature that has 4 power, potentially dealing 4 damage, but if you were never going to deal that 4 damage anyways because a 1-1 creature was just going to block it, you might as well just make something else bigger, and that something else has trample. Okay, good. Oh, ooh, beautiful. We didn't even need Rampaging Ferocidon, Giant Cindermaw to, well, stop their life gain. That's the main thing. If you can stop them gaining life with this deck, you win. You should be off to the races. They would use, you know what, Fatal Push to take out Rampaging or Giant Cindermaw, but still, they have to have it. Oftentimes they do, but my oh my, okay. I don't have Red Cap Melee, which is unfortunate, but we saw how they didn't do a whole lot of anything that previous game. I'm going to hope that things work out. There's certainly a very real possibility with Ancient Imperiosaur now. Marauding, Regisaur, we got cost reduction. Again, Marauding helps to cast Ancient Imperiosaur by 2. One with the reduction and one with the creature. Okay, hey, that's alright. We'll get there eventually. We are staring at 6 green mana on turn 4 with Castle Garenbreak. We can only use that for creatures, so potentially I could lean more into just straight green creatures whenever I'm presented with this scenario. Okay, well, things got interesting. Hopefully I don't have to use Red Cap Melee until I get to play things. If I target a non-red creature or planeswalker, I have to sacrifice a land. Of course, this deck has no red creatures or planeswalkers, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay.
Dang! Oh!
Yeah, if the thing I take out means I might win, if I don't take it out, I definitely lose. Well, that's what we're doing. Not too bad. Not too bad. I don't have to take her out quite yet. They don't have a Wild Growth Walker. We could be okay. Should be okay. Oh my goodness. I wonder what they're going to search for. We have to pay 3 life. All right. Get them. We got to sacrifice a land, but at least we buy ourselves a little bit of time. And Stomping Ground. We need that Castle Garenbreak. We got Castle and Sunken. 2 parts of the way to make 6 green with 4 lands. Whew. Phew. Another castle. Good stuff. That is entering. Beautiful. Now I think they just go return to the ranks. Okay. Pretty much just return to the ranks. Well, that is that's rough stuff. Hey, a 3rd Castle Garenbreak. All right, we'll try it. That's how she goes. Yep, there's no winning there. They tapped creatures for Court of Calling to search for a creature with a mana value 2 or less. Amalia has a mana value 2 or less. But I'll just explain that combo quickly. Whenever you gain life, Amalia explores. But when you explore, you gain life. with the Wild Growth Walker. Then you just cycle through that. She gets to 20 power. You die. It's not a fun time. Not at all. Well, maybe I face it twice tonight. I would imagine that's probably going to become the new thing since Discover Combo mostly got destroyed. Toned down a little bit when the Geological Appraiser was banned. People will gravitate to that specific deck, which is very nasty stuff. Karuga, huh. Maybe it's going to be 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, that sort of thing. But this hand, lovely. Lovely stuff right here. Send Carnage to the bottom. I like seeing all those lands. I like seeing Belligerent Yearling. Could be rough. Could be something very annoying, you could say, with enchantments, leyline binding, stuff that kills my stuff. Who knows? Well, that's extra good. I sent a Carnage to the bottom and I got one. Beautiful. Well, at least they can't leyline binding right now. Currently costs 3. Okay, we might be losing one thing next turn. Would be nice to get Galta. Oh, okay. Well, I like the looks of this. Oh, Belligerent Yearling, 5 power. Right there. That is lovely. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. We could play a lot of stuff next turn. Possibly Galta and Carnage turn. Little sweeper. Oh, the other Discover Combo. Okay, well, now I know what it is. Interesting. After the worst thing for Discover Combo was banned, then I faced the slightly slower combo decks that do the stuff. Okay. Well, I'll explain this again. Certainly a good learning experience if anybody is not too familiar. But Quintorius canned, whenever you cast a spell from exile, deals 2 damage to each opponent, and they gain life. The only hits they have are stuff that they can copy Quintorius, and then they use his ability to discover, and then sometimes they do have multiple Quintoriuses out. Spark double here, if it's the only hit, one of the only hits. That really starts to chip away. Having 2 Quintoriuses, because that Planeswalker is not legendary, then when they cast a spell from exile, when they discover with the next Quintorius, they do 4 damage because they have 2 copies out. They chain it, similar to the other Discover combo. This one is just, well, it's a little bit slower. However, Red Cat melee, Quintorius canned is red, and if we bring in Red Cat melee, they're going to be dead. Get them. Pretty much. At least we have something to stop it. That's going to do the trick. We don't have to sacrifice a land. Just beautiful stuff. I might mulligan aggressive-ish. One mulligan. Nope, we saw it. Good. Thumbs up. It's not the best hand in the world to keep. Actually, I'll send an Imperiosaur to the bottom. Hey, if they start it off, we're going to get them. We got a chance here, folks. Takes them a few turns to set up. They have various cards where they can discard it to make a treasure, getting them a turn ahead. That's all they need if they win on the spot when they do that particular thing. Sunken Citadel. All right. We're going to be making a lot of mana next turn after we take out Quintorius, whenever they play him. They got to play him at some point here. Just trying to think if I can leave one red up. I can't. I can't do that. I can't afford to play anything, unfortunately. Next turn, I'll play something. They probably figure, oh, this person has, they got something where they can stop the combo. That is the case. Red Cap melee. Take out Quintorius. Their copy spells have, oh, nothing to copy. Oh my goodness. That is just so, oh, there we go. See you later, buddy. Beautiful. Actually, oh, I was so stunned. I was happy I got it off. I didn't even press a meme, clip, or anything. My goodness, I'm disappointed in myself. They're basically dead at this point. Maybe they have a sweeper. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, you're not coming back from that. Oh my goodness. This is going to be big. Well, Victor, it's probably gotten more common just because the Geological Appraiser version, which is a little bit faster, got banned. So people that loved that deck are gravitating toward the turn or two slower Quintorius canned version. Oh, that Matt, it is good. Hard counter, red cap melee. You don't need any creature out, and you get the job done. But I want Ancient Imperiosaur down. Gonna make it as big as possible. Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, do its ability. We're left with a little bit of green, and that's what I want. Attacking with this plus Galta. If they don't have a counterspell, they're smoked. Hopefully they don't, huh? Okay, it's looking pretty good on our end. Maybe they were saving it for something big, I don't know. Shark Typhoon. Well, that's not gonna do it. Gotcha.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
23 hasty damage. Whew. Yeah, it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be more common. Yeah, red cap melee. Use it. Quintorius is red, and if you use it against this deck, they will be dead. Oh, it is good. Versatile. If you have a lot of lands or you have a lot of mana, I mentioned this last night. Hey, I might not cry too much if I have to sacrifice a land. If there is something so absolutely nasty that I just want to take it out. Perhaps there could be something better, but hey, Quintorius is red, so that is an absolutely perfect fit. They know what's going to happen though, so perhaps they're shook. We got a pretty decent chance. One red to almost win-ish against Quintorius. I'll take it. Do I want to take this hand? Not. Well, that's a lot of lands. Eventually getting to Palani's Hatcher. That's very okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Sunken Citadel. We can choose any color. Usually I choose green because Castle Garenbrig needs 2 green for its ability. But in this case we need red. We got red cap melee. That is just how it has to be. We will be searching for something else that taps for green. Cavern of Souls, we can't use that as the second source of green for Castle Garenbrig's ability. At the moment, we only have the forest that is going to be getting us there. That will just keep smacking them with Belligerent Yearling. We won't tap it. Well, if we expect something to happen, we won't tap out. They could have 5 mana next turn. Do it. Do it.
It's a trap!
Actually, it's more of a trap to tap out against this deck. A 1-1. Huh. Interesting. Now we'll just keep playing some things. Topiary Stomper, lovely. We do get our second source of green that we need 4 Castle Garenbrig to, well, potentially make a bunch of green, but that's good there. Increasing Belligerent Yearling's power to 4, might as well. Marauding Raptor, keep in mind, Marauding would have also been 4 power, with Topiary out temporarily, but Belligerent Yearling has Trample, which is lovely to sneak in some damage. They must know what's up, or they just don't have their combo, so well, that's not good for them. Planie's Hatcher. Let's do it. As long as we leave a source of red up, we should be safe. There we go. Got it to 5 power. Whew. Took a little bit. That's pretty decent. I gotta be scared about this aggression. Okay. Oh.
Yes, you have no power here.
They don't have any power. Phew. Okay, well, you guys know a potential way to take out that combo. Red Cap Melee. You can target any creature or any planeswalker. 4 run, 1 red, 4 damage. That's pretty versatile. It's going to be rough if you have to use it in turn 3, something like that. You don't have too many lands out. You might need that land to play something on the following turn, but then you might feel forced to use this to take out something key. In this case, you have to do it or else you die. But we got her done. Thumbs up. Maybe it's going to be more of the same. I wouldn't be surprised. People think, oh, I'm going to play the other Discover combo deck or the Explore Amalia deck because those things are safe now. Maybe those people that tested those decks out thought, oh, this is also going to be banned. I'm not going to play it. And then it wasn't banned. But maybe these things become so popular, they're also banned. Certainly, it's a lot better than Geological Appraiser. Playing that on turn 3 with 3 lands plus a treasure, and then they win. If you don't have interaction, but Red Cap Melee would have helped against that deck too, because Geological Appraiser is red. Yeah. Okay. Fighting Fish Brewery. Maybe they're going to be Merfolk. Probably. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Merfolk with a name like that. Ooh, that's not a pretty sight. Lots of costly stuff. 2 lands. No fun. It's a little bit better. Let's try it again. Ooh. Well, we didn't see a whole lot of good stuff. At least we got 3 lands. We'll get to Hulking Raptor, I would hope. Or at least we get Marauding Raptor. Okay, so it is Merfolk. Probably with, whatchamacallit, the enchantment whenever Merfolk is tapped to make a 1/1 Merfolk token with hexproof. Something like that. Deeproot Pilgrimage, I believe it's called. Oh! Oh, I play this game too much. We're going to get buried, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to do too much against them. A little bit slow here. Belligerent Yearling or Marauding Raptor would have been lovely stuff, but just didn't really see them too much. That's sometimes the case. Even a Topiary Stomper would have been lovely. Okay, well. Another Hulking Raptor. It's kind of interesting. For quite a few matches before I started here tonight, I wasn't seeing Hulking Raptor at all. That's how it goes. Variants. Sometimes you won't see something you have 4 of, or if you have 8 of a particular effect, you still might not see it much, and you might think, oh, woe is me, bad luck. It just happens. There's not a 0% chance of any sort of wacky thing happening unless you completely remove it. Even if it's so incredibly minor, you could still see it. You will still see it if you play enough, probably. Carnage Tide, we're trimming that. Tranquil Throwback to take out Deeproot Pilgrimage, stop them from making all those merfolk. I don't like that. Not one bit. That really is painful. Whenever one or more non-token merfolk become tapped, you create a 1/1 blue merfolk with hexproof. That's rough stuff, especially if they have various convoking things, other ways to tap a merfolk other than attacking. They can make multiple in a turn, and you really get buried. My oh my. All 3 Coglan Yudaros. I kind of like the big creature to maybe fight some painful merfolk lord if they have something nasty. I imagine they have various lords. Maybe Coglan Yudaro would be welcome. That hand is not welcome. No lands. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a little bit better, but nothing early again. Darn. Darn it. Not so good. Oh, okay, well, we'll keep that. I don't expect too many good things to happen to us here, but going down to 3. I don't expect to win this, absolutely. I wouldn't recommend ever going down to 3, but hey, well, you never know. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be the best win of my career so far. We're having fun with this one, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. We got the 3rd land. Topiary Stomper. We're at 4 mana. Maybe we get to 5 next turn. Play Regis or Alpha. Get the aggression going. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Now that's a recovery if I've ever seen one. And I only have 2 Topiary Stompers. Whew. We're making it happen. As long as we get Regisaur, get some nice aggression. Oh, excuse me. Get some nice aggression going with bigger bodies than their little merfolk. Should be okay. Tranquil Throwback, though, will probably play that to tail. Okay, well, hey, there we go. We got the 5th land, Regisaur Alpha, 2 bodies to block anything they attack with. And, well, if they don't have a lot to deal with our creatures, that could deter aggression pretty nicely. Oh, don't do... okay. They're going to bounce it or make it legitimate business person. But I will be right back. I'm going to get a Kleenex. Okay. What did I miss? I guess the merfolk, whatchamacallit. Yeah, entering, tapping Regisaur Alpha, losing abilities, I guess just so they can get 3 damage through? Huh? Now we're getting flooded, unfortunately. We are at 6, which is pretty nice. Maybe I get to 7 next turn to at least turn on Topiary, being able to attack and block. I'm just going to be as aggressive as possible. I don't think they can kill us this turn, and if we're wide open, that might mean they want to attack with everything they have, and I guess we are dead. Okay, hey. That's alright. It was a valiant recovery, exactly lethal. I really do wish I could see what I was going to draw next turn, but hey, that was a good recovery for going down to Three cards. Pretty sweet. Oh, that was a good silver lining at least. Man, if I had one going down to 3. I've won going down to 4 before. Never 3 though. That'd be embarrassing for everybody. Anybody playing against that. Oh my goodness. The ultimate power of dinosaurs, the resiliency. Okay, I'm keeping that. So we got a bunch of lands in Hulking Raptor. Let's do it. That previous match was that was very painful stuff. Stomping Ground, a source of red. There we go. Belligerent Yearling, Marauding Raptor. We're going to get there. We're going to get to a lot of mana. Hopefully seeing the Great Henge after we play Hulking Raptor on turn 4 or maybe turn 2 with Marauding. Maybe this is another Discover combo with Quintorius canned. We can do pretty well against it because we got something super hateful. 1 red and you win. Ooh, black. Okay. Hey, we don't have any super early plays, so oh, I love it when that happens. It seems like it happens pretty often, maybe every other night. I just get the thing. Oh, so I get the thing that they discarded. But lovely stuff. We got Topiary. Do I want another source of red? Just in case. Just in case. We're at 5 next turn for Regisaur. That's going to be pretty darn devastating. You can see why I love Topiary so much, and I might go back to it. Sometimes we're buried with too much mana and it's rough. But other times, yeah, we get the job done. Regisaur Alpha, maybe. Hulking Raptor. You know what? I'm going to go with Hulking Raptor. It's harder to interact with. As long as Hulking Raptor sticks around, we get to go Regisaur plus Galta. I imagine they're going to pay an extra 2, but hey, maybe they have to tap out to do that. Alright. Ah, shucks. Or maybe they don't tap out to do it. Go for the throat. They would have to pay a total of 4. And I'm okay with that. Okay, this is... Alright, this is about to get interesting. Let me think. Castle Garenbreak, yeah. No, don't use that mounted. It almost used the mountain. I might need both sources of red. 1 for Yearling, 1 for Regisaur Alpha. So, okay, yeah, and there we go. We got 6 green. Regisaur for 5, 2, 9. Oh, we got it exactly. Oh boy, folks, well, they probably have removal. I'd be surprised if they didn't, but we get to play every single thing we have with absolutely all the mana that we have. Look at that.
Ruthless aggression.
That's the moment of the night. Absolutely. There you go. It's very surprising stuff, but whew. Think about it. Let's pause for a second. We all know for a fact that Belligerent Yearling would have been Otepec Huntmaster. Nick, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. And your pal Duncan. Oh boy, Nick, if you just joined, you may have missed that. You're going to have to go back about 30 seconds or a minute. But I was just mentioning, we all know that Yearling would have been Huntmaster, guaranteed. That is what I switched out. Think how that would have went without Huntmaster, or with Huntmaster. I would have played that for 2, and it would have sat there. I wouldn't have been able to attack. I definitely got the job done because of Yearling. Maybe they had removal for Galta, and then I would have only been attacking with Hulking and the token. But now I was able to attack with 2 for 12 trample haste. And Galta 2 for 12 trample haste. In that case, that's infinitely better than Otepec Huntmaster. There's 4 Planes Hatcher and there's 4 Regis or Alpha, so it's mostly guaranteed to give all dinosaurs haste. Belligerent Yearling, the turn we play it, there could be a good chance we follow up with a big dinosaur, so this also gets to attack the turn that we play it then. Oh my, oh my. But Mono Black Devotion, okay, I'll lock it in. I got too excited explaining things. But hey, we got him good, at least. Revenge for that painful Merfolk matchup. Well, I like the looks of this. 2 Belligerent Yearling, we got 2 mana. We saw how good it did, but it still could be painful getting to the 4 for Hulking Raptor. We'll see. And because Belligerent Yearling isn't, cost reduction to help play things, I might have to supplement the loss of cost reduction, being able to play Hulking a little bit easier with Topiary Stompers, more Topiary Stompers. Let's trade with it. I imagine they had to fail to push or something. Anyways, get a painful death touch creature out of the way and make Mono Black Devotion lose 2 devotion to black. That seems worth it to me. Oh, they got the Phyrexian Obliterator. Well, that's not too bad. We just establish enough that it's a lethal swing no matter if Phyrexian Obliterator blocks or not, so we don't care about sacrificing permanents because the opponent is already dead. A little bit unfortunate not seeing that 3rd land. Of course, Stomper would have been okay. Well, we got there at least. We're at 4 now, 5 next turn. Hopefully. I'm not going to be attacking anyways. Hopefully Ancient Imperiosaur at some point, and you guys get to see. Oh, that's going to be devastating. I think we should be okay. Maybe a few more turns. Maybe they don't have too much removal. So we get to play Planes Hatcher next turn. That would be lovely-ish. That's not so lovely. Okay, we're basically dead. We lost a lot, and then we lose 4, and well, we are no more. That's not happening. Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Let's read how we pronounce it, but I have faced Mono Black Devotion before, and I guess it is pretty common. Before lost Caverns of Ixalan, not so much. This in particular helps them out. I mean, it's a perfect fit. If an opponent would lose life during their turn, we lose twice that much. I mean, it's already painful stuff, and it just got more painful. That's like a perfect upgrade for Mono Black Devotion, and it is 3 towards the devotion, which is, yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on that. There's one specific thing that would really help out against it, but do I like Tranquil Field? Well, maybe. You know what? I'm going to keep it like that. I got a good feeling. But yeah, Bouncer's Beatdown. Brings the beatdown against stuff that's black. It costs 2 and a green, but if you target a black permanent, a creature or a planeswalker, it only costs 1 green. You deal damage equal to the greatest power among creatures you control to that target. But even if they take the target out, you still get to deal that damage. It's as you cast it, which is lovely stuff. Just targeting a creature or planeswalker. 1 green instant speed, and you also exile that target as well, which could be applicable in some matchups. Oh, it's been good to me in the... Oh, you can't do that. You have to kill Marauding Raptor. Oh. They may be done for. Oh, and Castle folks, it's... well, they better have... well, they can't have Extinction Event. What do I want to press for this? Thanos. Thanos is good, I think.
I am inevitable.
Alrighty. Well, I used 2 red this turn. 1 for Venusaur, 1 for Xenagos. No, I need a total of 8 mana. I can only make 7, so... Right. That is good. Do I like... I guess Venusaur Alpha. Get a spread of even and odd creatures. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me think. Ancient Imperiosaur, and I can also... Oh, okay.
You won! You did it!
Oh, well, I guess they knew what was about to happen, but mostly I was tapping Hulking. Didn't really want it to die, but I just wanted to make something big. Tap Hulking, tap Venusaur. I can't attack with Venusaur Alpha, so I might as well. And the token, and I had 3 green left over. 3 mana plus 3 creatures, a total of 6 for Ancient Imperiosaur, which was reduced by 1 from Marauding. It would have entered as a 12/12. Marauding would have pinged it, taking Marauding to 8, swinging with a total of 20. They would have been able to stop the 8 from Marauding, but well, we would have got him eventually, that's for sure. Whew, that was nasty stuff. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come, but hey, you never know. It's been all over the place tonight. It would be nice to face Quintorius again. That was actually the... Well, I've only faced it once, I think. Yeah, pretty sure I faced it once on stream, and that was really the only time. After that first time, not at all, which was very surprising for me. Seemed like, well, a lovely potential of a deck. It wins pretty much on the spot. Is a little bit slow, but hey, I just thought it'd be more popular. Inari, huh? Maybe this is going to be artifacts, enchantments with that avatar there. I forget his name. Kinnan. No, not Kinnan. New one from Wilds of Eldraine. Oh, also painful. Kind of similar hands there. 2 lands, Planes, Hulking Raptor. Okay, well, that's going to be the one we keep. I'm sending both Carnage Tyrants to the bottom, just in case it is, well, not something fun. Something... Okay. Well, it's not something black-related. Jengatha with Steam Vents. What could that be? Is it... Wizard? Oh, my goodness. I drank my drink too fast, but Izzet Wizards, potentially. Blue, red, cast a bunch of spells, make their creatures bigger. Oh yeah, it's Izzet Wizard. Oh, gee, folks, do you see creatures here that are red? Yes, red cap melee. Whew! Balmor, Battle Mage Captain, is absolutely going to be the thing we target. Whenever they cast an instant or sorcery, creatures they control, all creatures they control, get +1/+0 and trample. Usually they spam, well, a bunch of spells. Either they cost 1 or 2, and everything gets big, and then you die. Dreadhorde Arcanist allows them to recast from the graveyard, which now we die because that is Izzet Wizards. I've seen it before, but we're going to bring the pain because a lot of their creatures are red, so there you go. Belligerent Yearling, basically guaranteed to be dead. I'm just going to trim it. Of course, there's lovely potential, but Tranquil Frillback also is going to be lovely. Ancient Imperiosaur. They don't really have much counter spells, but they do kill a lot of little creatures at the very least with their damaging things. Cogle Nidaro, 100%. Let's do it. Trim a bunch off the top to make space for this. Red Cap Melee. Interaction. This interaction. Just to take out that key thing. Whatever key thing that they play, but I think we should have a pretty decent chance here. Reasonable enough. That's not so good. If I had 2 lands, I'd try it. For sure. I mean, it went downhill, but again, I could make it as red, but I definitely need green, especially for Tranquil Frillback. Okay, hey, it only took a few times. I'll send Tranquil Frillback to the bottom. Certainly want to keep Red Cap Melee there. Yeah. Keep all the lands possible, plus this piece of removal. Do I imagine that Marauding is going to die? Probably, but if it doesn't, it's going to be perfect for Hulking Raptor there. Yeah. Live Marauding, you can do it. Maybe they don't have Wizard's Lightning for 1 red. Okay, not too bad. Yeah. We're not blocking. That's for sure. Oh my goodness, look what they did. Well, they'll be kicking themselves because if they had removal for Marauding, they missed their chance. Certainly attacking with this. We'll see what they have for 1. Interesting. Yeah. You're still 4 toughness. That's good. They completely wasted a Monstrous Rage. We took out a Soulscar Mage, which is extra lovely. Okay. Well, I'm paying 2 because you know what I want to do. Let's be aggressive. Oh. Now I'm going to put a stop before it goes to combat because I want to stop Dreadhorde Arcanist before they do their shenanigans. Okay. They can recast Monstrous Rage with the Dreadhorde Arcanist that they have out. So, the question becomes, take out Dreadhorde Arcanist this turn, or Balmor? Yeah, I'm going to take out Balmor. Yeah. They'll make that Dreadhorde Arcanist big when they recast it, but I think we're okay. Balmor is pretty darn problematic. Well, I mean, we have a boatload of mana, as is sometimes the case. At least we are at 6. Hopefully getting to 7 lands next turn. We'll be aggressive. We'll hope for the best. They don't have too many more things in their hand, but either way, it's just going to keep going downhill. And they could pretty easily pay the Ward 2 cost. Taking out Hulking Raptor. Okay, that's... Oh, that is looking pretty beautiful right there. Exactly. They can make Den of the Bugbear creature. I don't exactly want that to happen, but we have Regisaur Alpha to block, so let's do it. Make it a creature, it's got 3 power, it trades with Hulking Raptor, but I have enough mana at this point. I don't care. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. I like it. We got the job done. Lovely. That hand is extra lovely. My, oh my. Okay, certainly keeping that. Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, 4 lands were able to make 6 green. Oh, and a red cap melee to boot. Yeah. We're in a good position here. Well, the best we could really hope for. Balmor is no more. Maybe. Imagine they have Wizards Lightning. They have Wizards out so they can play for 1 red. Marauding would be dead. Things would get more powerful. Yeah, we're playing 2 and we're just killing them. Don't ask questions. Just do it. If I dodge and just don't play creatures, the early creatures, by turn 4 I still get to Carnage turn no matter what. They're not interrupting land-based super ramp. I'll play Marauding, might as well. If I have to block a big creature that doesn't have trample, I might do that. But I would imagine that Marauding is going down here. Okay, not too bad. It's still pretty bad. Man, those things get big. But we got Carnage turn. You can't target it. You're just going to cry and scratch your head. Oh, that's not fair. How are they able to play it? Watch them mouse over the lands and be surprised. It's always interesting to see them stumble and stutter. Oh, 4 lands, 6 green. How'd they do that? That's pretty good. You can't counter a land. But those Soulscar mages, they're in range of... Yeah. They attack with everything, and... Well, they do have something else for 1. And they got the job done. Okay. As they often do. Whenever they cast a spell for 1 mana, whichever mana, Soulscar Mage has the prowess ability. Whenever they cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1. But Balmor, whenever they cast an instant or sorcery, all creatures get +1/+0. So whenever they cast an instant or sorcery, Soulscar Mage gets +2/+1. And they had 2. So something like Play with Fire for 1 red, we take 2 damage, but they increase Soulscar Mage's power by 2, extra aggressive. Everything gets trample as well, which is absolutely insane with Balmor. Usually that's not the case with Soulscar Mage, but when it's so big and trample, that does tend to do the trick. Now, we got some big stuff. Didn't quite get there. That red cap melee was helpful, but of course, that particular deck, well, maybe they don't always use 4 copies of Balmor Battle Mage. I was actually looking at Izzet Wizards before I started here tonight. Historic variation. Somewhat similar. And it didn't have the full playset of Balmor. But I do love this. As long as we get 1 more land, we get you know what. Castle Garenbrig, 4 mana. Turn 4, possibly. Thieves Guild Enforcer, that could be rough. It's looking like Dimir. Yeah. I'm going to go with Castle Garenbrig. Play it safe. Castle Garenbrig at the moment always enters tapped because I don't have a forest. Imagine they could have killed or countered whatever we played. So we'll just play this now. We'll hope to see some land that enters untapped. Well, at least they're stumbling in the land department themselves a little bit. Let's see. As long as we get a 4th land next turn, we should be good. Oh nuts, I'm going to discard Ancient Imperiosaur. Trading with Thieves Guild Enforcer. I don't want that Invasion of Monstercat to flip. They would have got some lovely stuff. Well, we're getting bodies down. Too little too late, I would imagine. Even if we get that 4th land next turn, to watch it unfortunately be another Sunken Citadel or another Castle Gainbreak. We wouldn't have 4 mana available. We wouldn't be able to make that 6 green that we're so desperately hoping for. It would be nice to see Belligerent Yearling be massive, but I imagine they have some sort of removal or something for it. I don't think it would connect. If it does become big after playing somebody here, Planis Hatcher is... That's pretty good. Where's those lands? They've milled quite a few, so I guess it is understandable. Yeah. Ouch. Darn rogues. They don't get me every time, but of course they can be painful with the milling, and they do have some spells that make you sacrifice a creature, which is, well, it's pretty awful with Carnage Tyrant there. If it is our only creature, we just, we lose it. I'll block the egg, I guess. Might as well. Take out something. It's one less dinosaur than they would have had. But phew. Fortunately, I get to do it. You can't counter, you can't target. Is it going to be too little too late? Maybe. Maybe. Do I want to attack with Belligerent Yearling? Not so much. We'll make him a 7-2. And we'll wait. That's what I thought. They'd flash in other creatures. They'd do something. We certainly would have been dead if we had it. Okay. That's alright. We might be safe, but also we might just die to their lovely aggression. Dimir Rogue dinosaurs, I guess you could call it. Since they got Planis Hatcher there. Right. Exactly lethal, sadly. I'm surprised Belligerent Yearling lasted as long as it did, but maybe they were waiting until we played something a little bit more scary or bigger, and then they saw Carnage Tyrant, which they can't target whatsoever. But Tranquil Throwback, we're bringing that in, and Tyrranax Rex. Trim that Ancient Imperiosaur, Ancient Imperiosaur, and the Yearling as well. Since it was Huntmaster, sometimes when I would maybe take out Otepec Huntmaster, that felt bad because I was losing acceleration, cost reduction, that sort of stuff, but this doesn't do that. In a sense, it doesn't. It's kind of like acceleration. If I get it down and then I play a big thing, it's like I have 2 big things a little bit sooner, attacking with this lovely little dinosaur that I played on turn 2, but we'll go with that. We'll just hope for the best. Tranquil Throwback to exile our own graveyard, turn off various rogue things that they do, hoping to have us have at least 8 or more cards in our graveyard to counter things, kill things, make their things bigger. But that looks pretty good. We got 3 lands in Throwback, get to 1 more mana, and then we have an extra green to exile our graveyard, but we'll see what they do. Thieves Guild Enforcer coming in hot. Okay, they milled a land that I would have drawn next turn. Oh boy. Draw. Ooh, another Tranquil Throwback. I'm just going to play it just because I have a second one. I probably was going to wait to play it if, well, I didn't draw this. Might as well play a body, get it down, watch it get countered by, I guess not. Okay. Still might be okay as long as we stick the second one. Get a 4th mana here. How many lands did they mill? Ooh. 2. Not too bad. We're at 6. They could flash in a rogue and then it would get us to 8. But Tranquil Throwback might as well trade with Thieves Guild Enforcer. That's a benefit too. Maybe. Oh. Took them a while to kill it. Don't know why they were waiting so long, but that's alright. That's not alright. Okay. Well, we'll just play it again and hope they don't have another Thieves Guild Enforcer to flash into play. Phew. That would have been extra bad. I'm stopping myself taking 4. Definitely. Okay, we did finally get that 4th land. They haven't milled too many, just 3. Huh. I imagine we're going to be getting some more land. Okay, milling 2 Carnage Tyrants. Maybe that's going to work out in our favor. Fervor. If Hulking Raptor survived, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Ooh. Where is Cavern of Souls when you need it? Protecting against counter spells, but drawn in the lock, they would have just paid an extra 2 anyways to kill it. They certainly had enough mana to do so. Okay, that's also looking pretty good. I'm going to try for Marauding, followed by Hulking. Okay, they let it happen. Huh. Nuts. Did they mill a Cavern of Souls? Oh, they didn't mill a Cavern of Souls, and we're almost halfway. Oh, okay, they finally milled a Cavern of Souls, but that is the first one of 4 copies. There you go, folks. That's lovely stuff. Now the question is, what's going to be the most helpful thing? Tyrranax Rex. Just because we have Marauding, let's get T-Rex down. Let's just do it. And hope we can beat them up. Even though I think they'll have a bunch of other rogues. At least one other rogue that they can play. Oh, okay. We might actually be safe. We're going to be putting on a pretty devastating clock for them. Maximum aggression, and hopefully they don't have something that makes us sacrifice Tyrranax Rex. They could potentially target it. If they have removal for 2, they do have 4 left over to pay the... Oh, okay. The ward 4 cost. All right. Well, that's good. Easily able to kill Marauding, but it's a benefit for us because now Marauding is not going to kill the 2 eggs that Palani's Hatcher makes. Just play a bunch. 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Not quite enough, unfortunately. We are going to be dead next turn with the guy. Exactly lethal, sadly. That's too bad. That's how she goes. Flying sometimes can be a little bit problematic. Shifting Ceratops, I must admit, I have been missing shifting. quite a bit. A little bit. Might add it back in. We'll see. But for years, definitely years, shifting Ceratops was basically in every single variation. Doesn't matter what I was facing or what it felt like I was facing. I kept shifting Ceratops in, and that was that. It's kind of like Commune with Dinosaurs, which for the first 3 years I was playing the deck, it was always Commune all the time. I thought, oh, you can't win. You can't do good things without it. But it certainly seems like that's the case. Then taking out Commune, I have more space for bigger stuff. But Commune with Dinosaurs, 1 green to look at the top 5 cards of your library and then grab a dinosaur or a land. You would just see something nice anyways. Digging pretty deep like that. Usually something that can do the trick. House Stark though. I feel like I've faced this opponent before. That does sound familiar. And I like that hand. I think that's good enough. Oh, Celestia Angels. Not so good. We'll name red. We'll do it. We have 2 other sources of green for Castle Garenbig's ability eventually. But Angels, when they're on the play, usually it means you're dead. There's no coming back from that life gain, at least game 1. We could bring in some life gain hate, but that is not in the list tonight, sadly. Ugh. Cavern of Souls, Castle Garenbig, not like it makes a big difference. Yeah. Cavern of Souls and another Belligerent Yearling. We could see some very, very nasty aggression this turn. Well, coming up. But they could also gain boatloads of life right now, and there's not a whole lot we can do. Too much flying. Kind of like the rogues there. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that tends to do it. Certainly not the greatest case for them, but hey, sometimes the deck goes first and then they do their thing quite good, and things don't happen too well here. But it would have been lovely to make both the Yearlings 5/5. Still, maybe a little bit better than Huntmaster, although with Otepec Huntmaster I would have been able to play Hulking Raptor on turn 3. But is that better more often than Belligerent Yearling? Do I want Belligerent Yearling and Otepec Huntmaster in the same list? I'm not so sure that's the case, because then I have 8 things that die to marauding. Even though that doesn't always happen. Again, like I said, you play marauding on turn 2, chances are the opponent kills it, then you still would get to safely play these things pretty often. Yeah, I would like to bring in red cap melee, but of course Angels are not red, and I probably need as much mana as possible to go as fast as possible before they gain so much life that it's all over. But certainly Tranquil, well, not Tranquil Throwback, Tyrranax Rex. We like Toxic. Big time. I'm going to trim Carnage Tyrant. Mostly Tyrranax Rex with a Toxic, maybe getting them to 10 poison counters. Winning that way, even if they still have life. But Ancient Imperiosaur as well, because, yeah, they don't have a whole lot of interaction. So I think we should be okay. Bring in all the Coglan Yadaros, though. Might be nice to take out some big legendary angel, or whatever is the scariest angel that is gaining them lots of life. Well, that's no good. 1 land, no fun. That's well, that's way better. 100%. An absolute keep. Oh. I'm gonna do it. We have 4 lands. Topiary Stomper's going to get us a 5th. 5 on turn. Oh, even. Okay, well. Cross your fingers they don't Skyclave Apparition. Getting rid of Topiary Stomper. If they do that, it's going to be rough. As long as Topiary sticks around, we get to go the Great Henge next turn. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I've never played against Angels before. Hashtag pre-recorded. Hey, at least I called it out. Exactly what was going to happen. That's pretty cool. You know what? I can play. Hold on a second. Don't do that. Stop using the source of red. My goodness, auto tapper. Get your act together. Now I can play Belligerent Yearling plus Hulking Raptor for, well, a total of 6, but I have mana left over. I was only able to make 5 if I tapped everything, and I wouldn't have had a red. Yeah, I like that a lot. We could kill him. We could pop off quite nicely with the Great Henge there. Fortunately, I don't think they can target Hulking Raptor. They won't be able to pay the extra 2. We might be able to get a sneaky win, sneaky-ish. Bishop of Wings is not a fun thing to see, I must admit. They gain 4 life whenever an angel enters the battlefield. An angel, not non-token angel, any angel, token or regular. And they can make 5 white with Nyxos. The Mass Vandal, I mean, it's not too bad. We didn't draw creatures, so the Great Henge is doing nothing for us, unfortunately. Man, we would have been able to make so much mana. Darn. Well, we'll wait. We'll hope they don't have another Mass Vandal, but I would imagine we are done for this turn. Oh my goodness. Celestia Devotion Angels, I guess you could call it. Okay, that's also not great. But they don't have extra mana for Hulking Raptor, so at the very least we survived with Hulking into. Okay, okay. It could all be over right here, folks. Strap yourselves in. Call an ambulance for the opponent. Definitely Karplusan Forest. We're going to make as much mana as humanly possible with Castle Grimbrigg, leaving as many sources of red up. Just in case we need it. We hopefully draw creatures. Creature. Oh, it's a creature, folks. It's a creature. Here goes nothing. Creature. Oh, it's a creature that I can't play, sadly. Okay, well, we're not really going to be winning too much. I'll attack with this and see what they block with. Not a big deal. I imagine they could probably kill us next turn. There's a good chance they will. Anyways, doesn't matter what we do. We'll see. We still have plenty of blockers, so we might be safe-ish. Not quite. Man, that was nasty. Oh, ouch. We're not dead. Okay. Creature, drug. Oh boy, folks. They may be dead. This is going to be the stuff of legend. Oh. Ooh. Belligerent Yearling with the Great Henge. A counter is put on it, so it gets to 3 toughness. And it survives the ping for marauding. Oh my. Here we go. Okay, hopefully we draw another source of red or a Cavern of Souls to get Kogla and Yadaro. Yadar. Whoa. Here we go. Woo. Fight a creature. What's the biggest creature? That's no fun. I guess Topiary Stomper. Let's make a token. Take action. Oh, and I get to also play this. Also good. Ooh, ooh. Make the base power 8. Yes, 10. Oh, doubled. Boom. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
I still think we're going to lose, but decent. No point in doing the math. We know we would be dead next turn, guaranteed. They have so many... Hey. We still probably lose, but a valiant effort. It doesn't get much more valiant than that. Yeah. I like it. Decent enough. If it was any other deck, they would be 100% dead. Man, they're blocking with everything. My goodness. Pretty cool to see, though. We're not busting through this. If only Kogla and Yadaro had Trample, maybe we could make something good happen. Really, what I should have done, unfortunately, was double Belligerent Yearling. That would have been a creature with 20 power instead of Tyrranax Rex that it was 18. Still, pretty good. We tried, and that's how it goes. Whew. That was pretty intense. I think that's a fantastic nightcap, a fantastic place to leave it. Belligerent Yearling was good. Is it really good more often, or more often enough to push out Otepec Huntmaster? That's the question. Yes. Yes, definitely. Good games indeed. Lovely all around. That is the question to ask. Do you want Yearling plus Huntmaster plus Marauding? Do you like the other creatures that ramp? Ixalan's Lorekeeper, Intrepid Paleontologist. Yeah, there's lots of things. Lots of things that can be good. And some things might be better for certain strategies and whatnot. But big scary dinosaurs. That certainly packs a punch like nothing else. Okay. Have a good rest of your time zone. Nick, Victor, Matt, JDX, Scorpion, Nathaniel, Barry, Reggie. Who else do we got? Oh, lots of people, lots of people. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, have a good rest of your time zone whenever it is, wherever it is. And see you next time. Probably tomorrow. All right. Peace.